Hi, everybody. This is 1,319 days. 1,319 days. So let me see if I am on. Make sure I'm on the Thank you so much. I'm very late tonight, but that's can't be helped. Um, I wanted to tell everybody that it has become very clear to us that as far as the military goes and the law enforcement and the witnesses, um, or I should say the suspects in our son's case, as far as they go, I don't think that they're worried so much about our son, okay, in our son's case. I really don't. Um, I think they're starting to now, but I don't think they were. I think what they really worried about, what was really shaking them, was that Richard's case is intertwined, is part of um, the Walmart mass shooting case. And that case, I will tell you right now, if you are in El Paso, you need to revisit the articles of the Walmart case. And with the knowledge that Ernest Christopher Grant is a perpetual criminal, that nothing he says in all of that is reliable, that they used, like a Leilani Hart, like a Rosa Maria Valdez Garcia, they used an unreliable source. And why was he even in that Walmart? Um, he's not reliable in anything that he says, even the motive for being in that Walmart. He needs to be very, very scrutinized. And I can tell you that we have gotten reactions about Christopher Grant, Ernest Christopher Grant, that is very suspicious. Why they are ghosting him, why they are not responding. It is like he is some kind of agent for them, and him being in you know connection with Donna Sifford and also with Lionel Gutierrez, the El Paso Police Department, plus and I hope I'm saying the names right, pronouncing them. Sorry if I don't, but it's in there. It's all in the news. You can find it all in the news. And this makes those two look very suspicious. And also, Saucedo, Sylvia Saucedo, she is very suspicious in all of this. And there are connections, y'all. These are not just coincidence, okay? And there's more. There is more. And but this is what is worrying them because it's very sloppy. If Team Farm Richard Halliday with you know look, uh, very little knowledge of how the law enforcement community really works with not even a big team. And can you imagine with everything going on in our life, just doing what we're doing? Um, with my dad being as sick as he was, and life doesn't stop, right? Life doesn't stop. Everything else going on, it's just amazing that we have uncovered it, that we've been able to expose that this is a fraud, that this is deception, and very easily. Okay, you just have to read through all of the news and, absolutely you have to do a background check, right? You have to have a background check to understand that they're criminals. And we are going to tell you you can do a background check on Ernest Grant, Ernest Christopher Grant. He has a very long criminal history and he seems to be protected by them, which means that he's an agent of them. It's kind of like this whole Nadal Baim thing with Bugado still being a lieutenant colonel, still being there in El Paso. I believe he's still in El Paso. I believe he's still with 32nd AdCom. Why is he still there? Um, it is very the connections with Nieto, the connections with Marlon Soto, Hernandez, the connections with Cynthia Hernandez Nieto, the connections all through with the Hart family, with many others. It's not about Richard's case so much so because as bad as it is, and they, wanted to divert our attention um, in so many ways with the harassment, with the bullying, to just get us to stop because not because of Richard's case, but because Richard's case is intertwined with the Walmart case. Okay? With the Walmart case. Because I think that they could declare, give us Richard's remains and do the right thing. But they can't because if there is a trial, if this goes to court, Richard's case, the discovery in Richard's case would expose the wrongdoing and the criminal acts in the Walmart case. And that's something that everyone needs to know that is out there is the Walmart case is so sloppy and so easily exposed as a fraud, as a deception, that they are just super protective of it. And absolutely, Judge Madrano is one of their biggest protectors, which is illegal. But he has revealed who he is at this last status hearing and more. He seems to have some complaints, even by Rosa Maria Valdez Garcia, about the handling of this case. But, in every other case that Judge Madrano has presided over, he, in the first 10 days, sets scheduling. He gives those scheduling orders. In the military, we call it an op ord, right? We call it an op ord where you have the do-outs, where there are deadlines, the do-outs. Well, the judge would call that the sentencing. I have it written down right here so I don't forget. The scheduling order for this case. And every other case that he has presided over, and you can look this up, he will set the scheduling order, which, encompasses the forensic evidence, the evidence that cannot come forward. This list, a list of expert witnesses, a list of testimonies, or what about the mental health evaluation? Um, Also, who's going to sentence? Is it going to be the jury that sentences? Is it going to be the judge that sentences? So, all of these scheduling orders in every other case has come out in the first 10 days. We're at 5 years right now. 5 years. I don't care. His excuse is Jaime Esparza, that was there for a year and a half. Well, a year and a half is a lot more than 10 days, right? And then he'll say it's COVID or it's a new DA or something like that. No, the courthouse was always open. We checked. Um, People might not have been coming in, but people are so incredible. They were using Zoom. They were getting it done. They were absolutely getting it done. And 10 days is not that long. It's not that long, and we're at 5 years. And at that status hearing, it just was a huge indication that he doesn't want any kind of evidence to be presented at all. And he even broke his gag order, spoke to the community through the media, which is so wrong, absolutely so wrong, defended the lawyers instead of clicking their heels together like a good general would do. Of course, he's not a general, he's a judge, but he should still click their heels together and say, what are you talking about? You don't have a motion. You don't have one motion? You don't have, your list of expert witnesses? You don't have your forensic evidence right now? Come on. Come on. 5 years later, you don't have that? You don't have the mental health evaluation for Patrick Cruz? Do you have a motion to how you want to plead? How do you want to plead him to be innocent or guilty? Do you want to plead him as insanity? You know, uh, this is so between the lawyers that don't want anything, no evidence, no cards to be shown at all to the public that suffered the loss of their, uh, I want to say loved ones, but those in their community, the fear in their community, and also the millions and millions of dollars that this has cost them, right? And we can't even get one motion. We can't even have the judge reprimand the lawyers for not bringing on one motion. And not only that, but like praising them and saying how great they are. No, they're not great. They haven't brought us one motion yet in the Walmart case, which is the Patrick Crucius case, which is Richard's case. They want to hide the evidence. They want to keep it from coming forward. Where is the scheduling order from the judge that says, I want the forensic evidence list right here now? I want is Patrick Crucius, how he's going to plead? Is he going to plead innocent, guilty, innocent because he was insane? What is he going to do? What is he going to do? And who is going to do the sentencing? How are we going to do this? Is it going to be a judge, or is it going to be a jury? And there's just so many things that could be moving forward, and they don't. None of them do. None of them want to move this case forward. And you're talking about a mass shooting that really shook up the whole community and is costing the community millions and millions of dollars, not to mention the bond, the hundreds of millions of dollars that the bond cost those people, the El Pasoans, that had to suffer under the whole Walmart shooting fiasco. So, and we can't get justice on it to bring some healing to the community? No, because then it would expose Richard's case. You see, um, revealing Richard's case would expose the Walmart case. Uh, Exposing the Walmart case would reveal Richard's case. They're just connected, same people. And for your information, how are they connected? In many ways, but I will say that one of the most important ways is that Rosa Maria Valdez Garcia's address was registered at 3905 Bliss Avenue, along with Danae Katzen, Tanya Katzen. Um, and I think that's very, very important to understand. And there's more, and there's more. So, okay, I want to leave it with that because I think that that is very important for everyone to share. That Judge Madrano rather commit crimes by violating his gag order, by obstructing justice, tampering, I would call it tampering, not setting any kind of scheduling order, not reprimanding the lawyers in this case for not putting forth any motion at all. So I think that that is very, very important. And please share that. Please talk to others about that, um, because it is your pocket that is being hurt, and justice needs to be served. So there needs to be some restitution here to relieve the taxpayers of the way that they have been defrauded and by these agents of deception. Absolutely. So thank you so much. God bless you, and I will be back tomorrow.